this video, we're going to look at Alabama's passing game. Just look right here. Alabama's in a 3-back set. You can see their 2 fullbacks here. I think they motion into it. And they're showing a play action. They're trying to show like they're going with their deep crossers like they've done so many times. Right here, Ohio State being in zone. They end up rolling to a cover 3. And we can see right here, there's a safety going back. He's playing down for the run. You can see him playing flat-footed. Here they go looking like they're going crossers. But what they actually do is they have Devontae come across, and then he goes high corner over the top. And as you play it, you can see this corner right here, he sees him release to go across. They're playing zone. So he thinks, all right, I'm going to step back, and I'm going to watch for this next crosser coming across, and I'm going to take that. Yeah, but Mac Jones right here is a little bit of a half roll. So a little bit of a play action right there. Full slide. Here's the fullback coming across, and they've got a roll. He's going to the flats just in case they need him. And right there sets up, and it's obviously going to be a big ball, a throw that's hard to make, but he's able to throw that thing to him right there with a lot of space, faking that drag. But we'll look at the route real quick. This is a route right here by Devontae, so you can see him coming across looking like he's going to that drag, and now he's getting a little bit more vertical. You can see this corner. He's eyeballs this other drag that's coming across. Now you can see him trying to pass that off. He sees that drag. He starts drifting back to that third. Now Devontae, he puts that foot in the ground and goes vertical into that deep third behind him. He's still hanging for that crosser that hadn't quite got there yet. And, I mean, really strong ball right there to that third, a lot of space. That's the safety trying to roll over and make a play on that one high look. He ran right at him, so he kind of hesitated for a little bit, and then he gets out to that third. And really strong ball with a lot of spin on it there for a big completion early in the game for Alabama. Here's another concept that everybody's got. Obviously, they've added a little window dressing to it, but it's a play that's great against cover 3. And right there when they motion back to a 1-back set with a tight end, they end up rolling to cover 3. And that's what creates this play. Is this is a great cover 3 beater. And so what you got is you're going to have some kind of a flat. All right, it can be from any of these guys, but a flat route. You're going to have a corner, and he's going to end up running a go right there. So it's just a typical flood, just changing up who's running what. It might be a little bit different in your offense, but it's obviously one of those cover 3 beaters, man beaters. It can do a lot of different things, but right there works to that space. You can see they get over the top with it, and then good ball right there by Mac Jones. 2 ball, makes the play. There's the corner coming off. That ball's right here. You can see how Devontae runs this route. You can see he's eyeballing, and he understands, hey, this is zone. Nobody's looking at me, so I'm going to roll this into that open space, get my eyes around, and attack the football before that corner can come off and make a play. So right there you can see, just based off of that release, hey, I'm trying to figure out if this is man or zone, how I'm going to have to cut this. He sees, he didn't even look at me, so I'm just going to roll to it and find that open space. And again, good throw and catch right there against that cover 3. This play right here that more and more teams are running, especially on the goal line, when they're getting man, it's just a little bit of a rub. He's running just a bang, trying to take that guy with him and hopefully hold that safety as well. But you can see this is obvious. Pick or rub. He's sitting there trying to make him go underneath. He's going to pause for just a second, and then he's running that wheel. Obviously, if he would have ran over the top, they just throw that ball to him right there on that back shoulder. But making him go underneath, they're going to throw that thing over the top. But you can see, obviously, he's kind of hopping off the ball, pacing, making sure that guy goes underneath. Is this a pick or rub? Who knows? He throws his hands up. Probably say, hey, man, stop being so dramatic about it. You're drawing attention to yourself. But right there, pause it just a second. Let's this defender get set, lets the receiver here get set, so then he can get that rub just like in basketball. And right there you can see he's got to stay manned up on him, or he's going to slip him there for a big play. But right there, pick creates that space, and they just miss right here long out of the end zone. So but you can see the space that they're creating there with that rub against man-to-man. LSU scored on this play last year a couple times as well. But right there, easy way to create some space for a vertical route to get to the end zone whenever you know you're going to get man. This play right here is one of Alabama's favorite, and we actually have a video of this concept from last year. These guys running it. They're faking the run there with the running back. He ends up wheeling, and they'll have either a fullback or a tight end right here on this side. He'll seal that gap, and he runs that drag right there. Typically, they leave that receiver right there. He'd run a drag trying to take those guys, the corner and the safety. Right here, they get into an unbalanced set, so these guys are on the line of scrimmage. They end up motioning him against this man coverage, and he runs with them. So that creates all the space right there. You can see here he comes trying to communicate. He runs with it. That ball snapped on that tail motion. They get lucky. They get a backer blitz right here, so he's hot. I think Mac Jones kind of peeks at that and sees that. If he's hot and he's chasing right there, he knows there's nobody left in that third of the field. So get your eyes around, get that thing to him. And right there, he lays that thing out there with the guy in his face. Probably barely sees that running back, but just lays it out there to that space, knowing that that linebacker's not going to be able to get there with that run action and everything coming at him. But right there, basically full slide, you're getting that guard to pull. He should be down blocking. He's going to run that drag right there across. But I thought this was really good job by Mac Jones, understanding that there's nobody left in that third. And when you're hot from that linebacker, and I'm sure that they saw that something on film where if they had nobody else left over there on that side and they had a jet motion, that guy had an automatic where he was going to blitz, which is what he does right there. And now they're hot. You better get your eyes around, get that ball out quickly, and that's all he does right there. Real instinctual play there by Mac Jones. This is one of those plays right here that I'm pretty sure Alabama probably had in their playbook for a while, and they just finally broke it out, knowing that this was the time to do it. Might as well do it now. You're going to get a new coordinator next year, so no reason to hold anything back. They motion from empty. They've done this before. They'll motion him, then they speed him up. They've thrown a swing to him. They've also done that and thrown a screen right there to the Y. And right here they end up doing that, and then they stutter it. So you're creating a triangle with a 4-receiver set. He's going post. He's stuttering right there, and he's going. So again, it's almost like a snag route. So you got that guy inside, you got a flat, and you got a vertical with another guy. Probably going to take 2 for 1 with this one high look. Going to take a corner, going to take a safety. So now you got these guys outnumbered right there to the quads. But right there, there's the swing. Going to fake that, pumps it. Here's that screen coming back right there, pumps that just a little bit. He's going vertical. He's got to come to the flats. These guys are jumping up on that screen that they've seen on film. And right there, it creates a lot of space. From this angle, you can really see what takes place right there. He's coming here. He's got to be flats. He's going over the top. This safety's at 20, so he's a non-factor. You're going to have to get over the top of that post as well. And now you can see with these guys right here being flat-footed, they're jumping up on that screen. Little pump, reset your feet. That's a ton of space right there. Put it on them so you're not leading them into that zone coverage. And right there, puts it right on them. Really interesting way to create space. Very similar to a snag type concept. Big completion there for an explosive play in that championship game. Here's a look from Ohio State here in empty where they're showing man-to-man. It's a 3rd and 6 situation. So they're trying to keep him from getting to the sticks. And it gives the illusion they're bringing pressure. They end up only bringing 4 and dropping one of their backers out. But right here, good job Alabama seeing it. Hey, they're playing man. They have been playing quite a bit of zone. And they're going to end up running just a little bit of a rub here. He's coming in going to the dig. But we'll play it and see exactly what the route looks like. Ball snapped. You can see he's releasing right there, right at him, trying to get him to go with him and possibly get a little bit of rub. He just walks off the ball, gives him a hard stick, and knows he's going to that space. Mac Jones does a good job understanding that even though those guys are tied to the line of scrimmage, they may have somebody drop out, whether it's an end, whether it's a linebacker, whatever it is. Somebody may drop out. He sticks it, running to that space, put that ball on his body. That's a really good throw, real accurate throw, puts it on his body, and allows him to get vertical to get the first down. But right there, real simple play. Stick, a little bit of a rub, making him go underneath. Good ball right there, accuracy for a first down. This play right here that was really simple, but really easy completion. And again, you can see Ohio State, they're rolling again to that cover 3, and you're getting a post. He's rolling to the flats, and he's going vertical. He's coming here going to the out, and you got a little bit of a climb. And then you got a square in right there by the Z. But right here, we'll look at it. You can see he's rolling straight to the flats. He's chasing right there. He's getting vertical. Zone turn, going cover 3, trying to get to the middle of the field. And so right here, the running back's running that out route off of that backer. And he's already got so much depth. Mac Jones just hits that 3rd step, gives it to him. Again, easy way to get your playmaker the ball in space. And you can see over here backside, you're getting a drag, and you're getting a square in. If he runs that under to replace that guy, I think that might even be a little bit more effective to get there. But right there, you can see a lot of space from your running back, give it to him, and right there is that out and up, out, up. Obviously, if he would have came down to play that or just undercut that, you could throw that out and up if that corner's over the top of that post. But kind of an interesting way to get the running back the ball in space, and really easy throw and catch there for the quarterback. This is a play right here that got a lot of publicity for just kind of the scheme of what Ohio State is running. They're running their cover 3 here, and they're running 4 verts. They actually run a vertical switch over here. This outside receiver is going to the seam. He's going to the outside third, but it's cover 3, guys. If you can get into a set where you can get cover 3, and some reason they didn't check out of it, it's 10 personnel trips, so the box can get a little bit lighter. Could get to a 2 safety look, or should stay in a 2 safety look. But right here you can see him roll down into that cover 3, which obviously if you're running cover 3, you're not going to be able to guard the seams. You're going to say, hey, we're going to run with that, we're going to wall it, we're going to do all that. But when you have players like Alabama and you have speed on the field, it really doesn't typically work out for you in cover 3. So right there, he's breaking to that out because he's standing over the top. He's going right there. The safety has his hips open to the field, and so right there, Mac Jones knows, hey, I'm just going to step up, let this thing right over there to that third, let my guy go get it. For another explosive play there for Alabama. Right here, it could have been either seam. You can see if this safety would have held right here. These guys are running their switch late, but you can see once he breaks to that post, to that seam, he could have drilled that into that window right there. I know that's a long throw, but right there, drill that thing under the 22-yard window with that safety so high, he's never going to get there. But right there, again, you got one-on-one linebacker trying to run with Devontae Smith. That's going to be a bad deal, especially if you don't have a safety at the top. But you can see, hey, it's cover 3. You're going to have to really do a great job of dropping to those seams, or they're going to be open. And both of these seams right here on this play are open against a pretty good defense. I thought this was a pretty good play right here by Alabama. It's not a huge play, but puts it down in the stat book as a completion on the 2nd and 8 where they get close to sticks. They motion to a bunch set, and right here they see, hey, it's man-to-man. They motion over to it. They're running basically a spacing concept. He outside releases with that fullback. He's going there. He's going to the flats. And again, man-to-man, you're getting all these guys having to go over the top of all this stuff so that you can throw that out. But right here you can see ball snap. Here's the guy that's manned up on him. He's just going to stick that in the ground about 3 steps. 1, 2, 3, stick the foot in the ground. That guy's way off. Throw him the ball right now. If it would have been zone coverage, obviously you could work those spacing guys. So right there, he's sitting right there. He's coming over the ball and sitting down. But right there, you have him out leveraged in man coverage. Take that completion, get over there close to the first down. Easy completion, trying to stay ahead of the sticks with that against man-to-man. Last play we're going to look at right here. Should have been on the RPO video, but right here, it's just a fade, simple fade right there. They've got a 6-man front right here, and they're just running inside zone. And you can see they're getting a ton of movement. But what they got right here is they've got a corner that is pressed on the best player in the nation with a 1 safety look, so nobody's helping out right there. So a lot of space. So Mac Jones just gets a little bit of a fake. These guys are almost downfield. Probably are downfield when that ball is released, but it doesn't get called. Right there, Mac Jones takes 1 step, resets his feet. Good 2 ball, not way too high, not a shot, but right there, just a little bit over the top of that corner. Gets that space against one of the best corners in the nation. And again, that ball is right there on the money for a big play right there. And on this play, you can see Devontae's fired up after this play. I think he's excited to get one-on-one with 24 and just to show him that, yeah, you might want to play me one-on-one, but you don't want to come down and press, so I'm going to get over the top of you just like he does right here for a big play. Great throw again. Easy decision there for Mac Jones to pull that and throw it out there to one of the best players in the country.